Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of What Cause Inspires You. I am your host, Alicia Gupta, and today I have with me Natalie Salvatierra. I launched What Cause Inspires You podcast as a way for students to share the service they're doing in their communities. We encourage youth like Natalie who are making a change to improve the world to speak up about their stories and become a leader in the movement. Natalie is a 16-year-old founder of Solely Sunshine, a volunteer organization that spreads encouragement, what she likes to call sunshine, to people with mental health conditions. Solely Sunshine provides the opportunity for anyone to write free and virtual letters of encouragement at www.solelysunshine.com. The virtual messages are transcribed and decorated, then sent off to mental health facilities across the US. Natalie has sent over 300 letters and has received letters from 27 countries and 24 US states to date. We are recording this presentation and we'll post the video on YouTube by Saturday and the audio on Spotify by Friday. I know we are all super excited to learn more about Natalie and Solely Sunshine, and we are very lucky to have her with us today. So let's get right into it. Natalie, are you ready?
Yes.
Awesome. So why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and how you founded Solely Sunshine?
Well, I'm Natalie. I'm also a Girl Scout and I'm 16 years old from Southern California. And I started Solely Sunshine because during this time with COVID-19, especially for people with mental health conditions, they're struggling significantly more. For example, I learned that people with an OCD hand washing compulsion are trying to overcome the compulsion of washing their hands by learning that they won't get sick if they don't constantly wash their hands. But during this time, people will say you'll get the coronavirus if you don't wash your hands. So this bombardment of the hand washing messages is making their compulsions and fears a reality, essentially, making it extremely difficult to overcome the urge not to wash their hands because they could actually get sick. And though this project, I am doing it on my own, I also have an awesome team and I'm working towards achieving my Girl Scout Gold Award with it.
That's amazing. I'm going to screen share a picture here. Why don't you let us know a little bit about it?
So in this picture, I am sending off some of the manila envelopes of letters to the different mental health facilities that the letters go to. We sent about 10 letters in each little package, and we have sent over 400 letters since May to date, and have received letters from 32 countries, which is super cool.
That's amazing. And yeah, just kind of going back to what you said about that dilemma with the hand washing. Oftentimes, if it's not something that's physical or something that people can see with their eyes, it goes really unnoticed. So I think it's great that you're bringing awareness to mental health and finding a solution to help it. So what really inspired you to start this project?
Well, I was inspired to start the project after I learned about the struggles people with mental health conditions are facing during this time, especially people with the OCD hand washing compulsions. I just wanted to spread some extra encouragement and sunshine, and I thought what better way than receiving a letter than from a stranger who is basically saying that they support you.
Yeah, I think that's great. And actually, we recently had someone on who was sending letters to elderly shelters. And it's, again, that same thing, just letting them know that we're here for you. We are, even though we can't be there in person, we are here to encourage and support you. So why did you specifically choose letters when you founded Solely Sunshine?
Well, just because during quarantine, it's hard not seeing your friends and stuff. And so I had actually received some letters in the mail from my friend, and they really brightened my day. And so I just thought getting a handwritten letter from somebody, especially from someone that lives in a different country or state, is just super cool because it just helps you realize that people support you and that you're not alone.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we have a testimony here that is proof of that. A response from a mental health facility in Oregon says, "Thank you for your letters. They were well received, truly brightened the day. The youth enjoyed picking out the letter that was interesting to them. Some of the youth asked for tape to post them in their rooms. Very nice, fun surprise. I can screen share a few more testimonies. Natalie, if you want to speak about them.
Sure. So, some context from that. That was one of the places that we've sent letters to. So here's an example of a letter that somebody wrote. It was actually really cool because this is from a young girl in a different state. I think it was maybe New Mexico or something like that. So that was really cool. And you could just see that people are just supporting you, which is really nice to receive.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we have one last one. You can definitely tell that these people who are sending letters are putting a lot of care and effort into them. And definitely that's going to be well received on the other side in the mental health facilities.
So this letter is, we usually handwrite them unless they're super long, but the letters sometimes are just short messages of encouragement and others are long. It doesn't matter. Both are greatly appreciated and will definitely make somebody smile.
Yeah, 100%. So who do the letters go to specifically? What mental health facilities are you partnered with and are receiving the letters currently?
We send them all over the United States to mental health facilities, including hospitals for people with mental health conditions, and also therapeutic centers for like boarding schools for people who are there for therapy and stuff.
Wow, that's pretty extensive. And how many have you sent and received so far?
Almost 500, a little more than 400.
Wow, and it actually spans like nationwide and international, correct?
Yes, which is super cool because we've gotten letters from so many different countries and it's so cool to connect with people from all those places, which is one of the best parts other than making people smile. This
Are
is
these all?
a map. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Um, this is a map of everywhere we have received letters from. It's from about 2 weeks ago, so it's not completely updated. As you can see, we've received letters from all different continents, which is super, super cool. And it's just awesome connecting with people from so far away.
Natalie, as a small aside, how did you actually manage to reach so many people at different countries and get them on board with your organization?
Well, mostly through our Instagram, solely.sunshine. We just connect with a lot of different accounts and we try to reach as many people as possible to encourage them to write letters. And they share on our website, we have a place where you can share where you're from. And so people have just told us what awesome places they're from, and then we just add them to the map and keep growing.
And is your team solely responsible for actually sending out these letters, or do
Yes.
the people themselves send it out?
We send the letters for people, so there's two different ways. You can either write a letter on our virtual submission form, which is on our website, or you can send it to our PO box, and the address is also on our website as well. If you write a letter on our virtual submission form, she'll show you in a little while.
Yep,
Someone
I
from
can
my
screen share it
team.
right here.
Oh, perfect. So if you want to write a letter, you'll just go to the Write a Letter tab. And then if you scroll down, there are some words and phrases of things to include and things that we prefer you not to say. And you'll just fill out the box right below. And someone from my team will transcribe, handwrite, or type your message to paper and decorate it. And those will be like the examples that you saw before, and those will be sent to the mental health facilities. But if you handwrite it and decorate it and send it to our PO box, your exact letter will also go with the other letters we receive.
That's amazing. And what if I want to be part of that team that's actually handwriting these letters and sending it out? How do I join you, Natalie?
You can email us on our contact page. We have a team. We have people from England who are transcribing letters, people from Las Vegas, and so it's super cool just to see where everybody's from and all the help we're getting.
That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, definitely you're reaching amazing people out there touching so many hearts, not only for the community effort that everyone's going to be pitching in to write these letters, but on the receiving side at these mental health facilities. Natalie, what is one experience that you've had so far that's just been super moving or inspiring that you can share with our audience?
Well, one of them was from a school in New York with kids with autism, and the teacher really wanted the kids to help, and they loved the project, so they actually wrote a bunch of letters for Solely Sunshine, and I just think that was super awesome receiving letters from kids in another state and with autism. It just shows that anybody, no matter your age or if you have a disability or anything, you can help and you can make a difference.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I was actually on our Professional Perspective series, and we recently just interviewed Paul, who is a director in Nashville, and his whole thing was about seeing everybody as one human race. And this is all throughout Humanity Rising as well, right? It's just kind of regardless of who you are, your health conditions, your socioeconomic status, your race, we are all one human race, and we should all come together and support each other in different ways. And I think that's definitely what Solely Sunshine is doing, and that's really commendable, Natalie. Props to you for that. So how can people listening actually connect to you and help this amazing organization?
Well, if you want to connect with us, you can either reach out on our website, solelysunshine.com, by going to the contact page, or you can contact us via Instagram at solely.sunshine, and I believe they're in the chat box as well, or they're going to be. And you can send us a DM on there, you can email us, and we'll definitely get back to you.
Awesome. And actually, I did just put them all in the chat. So for Instagram, email, and website, everyone listening out there, please reach out. It's super easy to just submit a letter, and it goes a long way for the person receiving it.
It only takes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just going to say it only takes a few minutes just to make a difference. So I encourage all of you to write a letter on the website. It doesn't have to be sent into our P.O. box. You can just do it for free on our online submission form. And it doesn't take too much of your time, but it will make you feel good. And the recipient will definitely get some sunshine.
I 100% agree. And Natalie, just to close it off, for all of our aspiring social entrepreneurs out there, what's a piece of advice that you have for them to start an organization and actually grow it to a point where it's helping hundreds and thousands of people?
I would suggest to make it something that you're passionate about, because I've spent so far over 100 hours working on my project, making transcribing the letters and working on the Instagram and making the website. And so I just think it's super important to make sure whatever you're doing, you need to be passionate about it, because you're going to be putting in a lot of time. So it should be something that makes you happy doing it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm a Girl Scout myself, and I actually got my silver award, but Natalie here, she's working on her gold award. And let me tell you, it is not easy. It is a lot of paperwork. It's not as simple as just starting an organization. So thank you so much, Natalie, for all that you're doing for our community and as a Girl Scout. I think also the use of technology in a way that's helping hundreds of people across the country with mental health problems is really inspiring. So thank you so much for sharing Solely Sunshine with us.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I will be posting my email address in the chat if anyone has questions about What Cause Inspires You podcast series, as well as also posting the application form to be a speaker. We love hearing about all the actions that youth are taking. And also be sure to follow our Instagram and Facebook pages to stay updated on our scholarship opportunities, future podcasts, and events. Speaking of our challenges, we actually have our flyer challenge going on right now. It's super simple. All you need to do is create a flyer about what cause inspires you or an organization that you have started, and post it on your social medias, tagging Humanity Rising and What Cause Inspires You. And the winners of this challenge will be receiving a $100 gift card, as well as the opportunity to speak on our What Cause Inspires You podcast series, just like Natalie, or alternatively, interview one of our professional perspective experts on that series. thank you so much for being on our podcast, Natalie.
And thank you for having me.
Of course, I think that's all we have for today, but thank you all for attending, and we hope to see you next week at next podcast.